Hello there and a very good Friday to all of you watching TV10 Live. This is the evening edition. This is the evening edition, of course, and we start off with the headlines that we have aligned for you today. Now, Rwanda Revenue Authority to run campaigns to encourage citizens to pay taxes. His Excellency Paul Kagame this Friday launched the judicial year 2015-2016. Elsewhere, the court case involving Dr. Leon Mugesera was postponed today due to his lawyer's sickness. There are approximately 163,000 millionaires living in Africa. Most of you, or probably some, would never believe this, but it is true. Of course, this and more in today's evening edition. I am Friday James. Now, His Excellency Paul Kagame this Friday encouraged judges to speed up court cases. The court trial of Dr. Leon Mugesera proceeded this Monday, but the lawyer of the accused was absent due to sickness. The Revenue Authority is running campaigns to encourage citizens to pay taxes. This was said by the Rwanda Revenue Authority this Thursday, and Florent was there for us to cover the story. After that story by Fiona Muthoni, followers of UDPR in training were encouraged to learn more on democracy when it comes to voting and citizens' rights. Florent covered this story for us. Rwanda is well ranked with 4.6 points due to some reforms which have been achieved in the education sector. Some of the people who work in this sector emphasize that there are still more challenges which hinder this sector. Rwanda Media Council is putting together a program that will benefit all journalists in training and anyone who wants to do media research or gain knowledge in media, and a solution to some of the major problems journalists face in Rwanda. Now, it has been reported that in the last 2 weeks, 3 men have been killed by their wives, in Kamonyi district, Rwanda sector. And also, according to the National Police, since March, about 901 rape cases are being reported. We take a dive into gender-based violence in Kamonyi district, Rwanda sector, and how it is being tackled. After that story by Fiona, where stepping out of the country, we start off in Uganda, where prominent Ugandan opposition leader Kizza Besigye has entered next year's election race against veteran President Yoweri Museveni, one of Africa's longest-serving leaders. Let's hear from him what he hopes the race is going to be. Now, different parts of the world are said to be going to be hit by El Nino currents, which are said to be devastating. Such events were last experienced in the years 1997 and 1998, killing more than 200 people. People in Cameroon have reacted after a double suicide attack in the town of Kerawa in the extreme north killed more than 30 people on Thursday, just a few days before children returned to school. Now, from Uganda, now the World Health Organization this Thursday announced that Liberia, recently ravaged by Ebola, was free of the virus 42 days after the last confirmed case passed second negative test. From Nigeria, start off in Chad, where Hissène Habré, Chad's ex-leader, was carried into court this Monday by security personnel after refusing to attend his trial, where he's accused of war crimes. Now, after that story, we start off in Egypt, where a court in Egypt has sentenced 2 belly dancers to 6 months in jail, each for inciting debauchery. So we take a look at what Mr. Eric Eshaka has brought us on Waldonet.
50 Cent never revealed where in Africa this house was, and well, who knows, maybe the rapper might be coming to Rwanda. Well, that is for today. Catch you next time.
Thanks, Eric, for that compilation. Of course, so many artists in Rwanda would so much love to see 50 Cent living here, but it's not yet revealed. We do take a short break. Now, it's with that story that we do take a short break. Do stay with us as we come back and give you more. Short break, but do stay with us as we come back and give you more onto the international scene.
Muramenye, guhera tariki ya 21 Nyakanga, TV10 yavuye ku murongo w'151. Ubu igaragara ku murongo wa 371 kuri Canal Sat. Mukomeze kunogerwa n'amakuru, imikino n'imyidagaduro. TV10 yavuye ku murongo w'151 ubu iri ku murongo wa 371 kuri Canal Sat.
Mesdames et messieurs, hommes et femmes, c'est ici, nulle part ailleurs que sur TV10.
Welcome back, of course, and if you just joined us, you are watching the evening edition live on TV10. Welcome back, and of course, if you just joined us, you are tuned in on TV10 live, and we're heading on to the international scene. We start off in France. Now, in 2014, August, the USA laid the first airstrikes against the self-proclaimed Islamic State in Hungary, where migrants have been dragged off trains by Hungarian police. There have been struggles between migrants and police in the Hungarian town of Bicske. Were laid to rest in the Syrian town of Koban, and we have that story. Now we hope lives will not be lost, as we see that is a very violent volcano eruption. Now also in Boston, global revelations of a child abuse hit the silver screen in the film Spotlight. We head off into the cinema and see what's happening there.
Cinemas in America on November the 6th.
It could have been you, it could have been me, it could have been any of us.
Well, that's in the world of movies, and this movie is Spotlight, and we hope it goes wherever it wants to go. Now, that sums up today's evening edition. Have yourselves a lovely evening and a good night. Enjoy your weekend responsibly. And of course, that story sums up today's evening edition. Have yourselves a lovely evening and a good night. Well, that story brings us to the end of today's evening edition. Have yourselves a lovely evening and a good night. Enjoy the rest of the week.